I'm attending a wedding where there will be kilts. What kind of kilt outfit would be appropriate for me as a guest? And I'm not in the wedding party.
Sure.
Oh, so just attending. Okay.
Yep, just
Okay.
attending.
I'd say it depends on the level of dress for the wedding, which is usually indicated on the invitation.
Mhm.
So if it says formal dress or that kind of thing, or military medals, then it's going to be a bit more formal. If it just says casual jeans and a t-shirt kind of thing, then whatever you want as far as kilt related stuff is concerned.
Yeah, I think if you, we've said this before sometimes with general event attendance, if you're the only guy who's going to be in a kilt, then you're going to be more on display. If we're talking about a high Celtic theme wedding, then you probably won't be the only person in a kilt, and you're going to blend in a little bit more. So paying attention to the theme and the level of the wedding will be a good thing to do. I'd say don't try too hard. And if you're not actually in the wedding party, don't go too formal. You do not want to outshine the groom.
Upstage the groom and
You
stuff.
don't want to upstage the groom or the groomsmen or any of the rest of the wedding party. So keep it just nice, day nice. Would you say?
Yeah, it's either day nice or it depends on what you have. Let's go
Yeah.
from a different angle. It depends on the parts of the outfit that you own. If you own a charcoal tweed jacket and vest and kilt and hose, that would be fine for 90% of weddings, especially in the US.
Yeah.
If it is specifically stated that it is formal with a black bow tie, black tie event, then you should probably have a Prince Charlie on. The majority of weddings aren't. So it kind of boils down to that. If you don't own anything aside from like ultra type casual outfits, then the way I would kind of think of it is get the outfit or buy the jacket and vest that you are going to get the most use of after the wedding. Think of the wedding as the event that you're dressing for, but the jacket and vest is going to be owned in your closet for the rest of your life. So get something that you're going to want to wear 3, 4, 5 years later, not just this one wedding, something you're going to get more use out of.
Yeah, that goes for the groom and the groomsmen as well as just attending the wedding as a guest. It can be a great deadline. It can be a great thing to plan around. It can be a great motivator. If you've been like itching to get that new thing for your kit, it's gonna be a good excuse.
Especially with the wife.
Yeah.
Hun, I have to look good for this.
Yeah.
It's your sister's wedding, darling.
Yeah,
I have to look good for this.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I don't want to be the guy who's embarrassing in all the photos,
Yeah.
On the other hand, I would say don't try too hard. If you only own a kilt and you're attending a wedding and you have to try and pair like a regular Saxon jacket with it or a tie which looks more, less Scottish, more like business study or something like that. If you just have not invested in any of that stuff and you don't intend to, don't try to cross the streams between your Saxon wear and your kilt. Just throwing the kilt on instead of a pair of pants with a suit, that's going to look bad. It's going to look awkward. It may be that if it's a casual wedding, then fine. You go with the kilt and you have the shirt, the nice shirt and the tie. You're done because it's a casual wedding. If it's a formal wedding and you don't want to invest in the other accoutrement, then go with a regular suit. Don't try to make do or try to hash together a look with what you got in your closet if you're not sure it's going to work. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Think the way I always think of it is it's neither fish nor fowl. So think of it forward, 5 years as you've been wearing kilts for longer, as you're looking back at the photos, are you going to look at it and go, I really wish I wouldn't have done that. I would rather see someone, now formal is a different animal. So I agree with you on just get a tux or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's a nice wedding, and you don't have a jacket and vest and you're not planning on investing in one because you wouldn't wear it outside of the wedding, then I'd say either a sweater vest with a nice white shirt or go to JCPenney's or a department store or whatever and try to find a just regular vest that is a little bit shorter on you. Trust me, because you wear your kilt up higher. You want the vest to be a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And kind of cobble together that outfit for $40, $50, whatever a vest costs from them. Get something that'll get you by, but try not to in my mind, putting a Saxon wear, a regular formal or not formal, a regular suit jacket with a kilt always looks a bit odd from the fact that it is too long to wear with a kilt.
I
So
think
no
that-
matter how well it fits you, it still looks like you're wearing your daddy's jacket.
Yeah, I think the jacket's the main thing. The more I think about what I was saying earlier, I think it really comes down to the jacket. If the wedding is one where they are expecting everybody to be wearing a jacket, don't mix a Saxon jacket with a kilt. Don't do it. Either invest in the kilt jacket or don't wear the kilt.
Or look for rental.
Yeah, or possibly rental.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
rent part of your outfit. You don't have to rent all of it. You can rent just the jacket and vest
And
if
some
you're
people
never
don't
gonna
know
wear it.
that. Some people don't realize you can just rent pieces parts.
Yeah.
We have customers who will buy a kilt from us because they want the kilt forever, but they're not going to need an Argyle jacket except for this day. So yeah, that's another option.
Yeah.
But put a little thought into it ahead of time, unlike your brother. Yeah. And make sure you are coordinating with anybody closer to the wedding party. If you're friends with the wedding party, you can call up Joe, who's one of the groomsmen, or call up John, who's the groom, and say, "Hey, dude, what do you think is going to look good for this? Am I going to be okay with this?" Confirm if you can, if you know them well enough to.
If you're going to the wedding, you probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah.